So oftentimes I get the question about underwriting a building. And underwriting a building simply means the criteria in which a building is looked at in a financial model for its expenses and the income projections for next month or next year, comparing that to what the owner currently has and he's operating it. The problem we have today is that most of the owners out there won't put anything down for payroll or won't put anything in a line item for uh, reserves or miscellaneous. In running, owning, and operating more than 100 rental units myself, I understand what takes place and what a reasonable threshold for operating an apartment building takes. Typically, as a rule of thumb, you're looking about 50% of your income will go for expenses on a building. It might be heat and water is included, but most of the brokers out there today will not include reserves, or they'll put reserves below the line. And we can get into that in another segment. But right now, what you need to do is put those reserves above the line as a true understanding of what that building's financial obligations are, and so that you're not having to put that out of your pocket, out of your profit line. The problem today is none of that's done. I don't care if it's a 6-unit apartment building or you've got a 200-unit apartment building. A lot of the owners and those who are buying these properties have to look at that financial model and decide whether or not it can actually be financed when you bring it to a lender. So it's not going to help us very much if I bring you a buyer and the buyer says, I'll pay X amount of dollars for this, and we didn't do correct underwriting for the property, and the property now, when we bring it to the lender, it can't be financed because the criteria that we've made assumptions on aren't good, aren't relevant, and won't pass a DCR or a debt coverage ratio in today's marketplace.